Vinny, it's time to stride or die.
I love stride. Watch out for the bees. Stride or die. You're making ride or die jokes.
Yeah,
I made the bee.
You made a skate or die
I made
joke
a skate or
on
die
top
joke.
of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like you went A to D on that.
Is
Not
that
even
too,
A to
is that
C.
too fast? Should we start over?
We should probably run it back one more time.
Okay.
I don't want to go over people's heads and have them complain about
Misunderstand
stuff.
something?
Yeah.
Well, how is Strider treating you? Jeff Gerstmann, Strider 2014.
That's right. Jeff Gerstmann's Strider 2014 is now available or coming out this week for PlayStation 4 and 3 and Xbox 2 and 3 and.
But it's download only, right?
It is a downloadable game. It's like 15 bucks.
Yeah.
That's right. We're gonna resume from this save that I'm not sure where it is because I finished the game at home.
Okay.
And then deliberately did not sync the save so that I could see, so that we could have some kind of mid-game.
Wow, that looks like a Strider. Wow, nice scarf.
You like my scarf?
Is it a digital scarf?
It's a D scarf. Yeah.
What's the? Is it like semi-transparent? Hey, scarf aside. It's good posture, like a good Strider should.
Yeah. So this is a retelling of the events of the original Strider.
What is the original Strider?
Okay, the original Strider was an arcade game. You hang glide into this place, and you have to kill the Grandmaster.
Okay.
There's a third moon.
You cartwheel.
There's a bunch of other stuff. You jump like that, and generally just kind of cut stuff. There's a metal ape you have to fight.
And this is the retelling of that?
And this is a retelling of the events of that, in that you just land and it says, like, the first thing, there's no story, there's no setup, it just says, assassinate Grandmaster Mayo.
Oh, okay.
And then you do it.
Okay.
And then you get sub-objectives and stuff like that, like, this is more of an action-adventure-y kind of game.
So, like, NES?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit like NES Strider. There's a map. There's upgrades that I'm finding. So so this is relatively early on. I don't have a whole lot of upgrades. I do have double jump, which is key. You don't have that at the start.
And a slide.
I can slide. Well, let's run over here and see what happens.
All right, here's Striding. He's got a good Strider run.
He's got a good stride.
Are you
okay? Right. Yes, we're right at this boss fight.
Strider.
Remember this guy from Strider? Yeah, he was not. Yeah, not.
Strider, you have been marked a danger to the state.
They got some dialogue in it that
should Striders
it's
talk?
a very little dialogue, and most of it I found to be kind of rotten.
Not so great, are you, Strider?
Is he Strider Hero?
Yes.
Or is Is he a Strider?
He is a Strider,
but also called Strider. Oh boy.
I mean, when they're calling him Strider, it's because they know he is a Strider.
Got it. It's like Commander.
Yeah.
Oh no! This guy does not seem to have it all together.
No, most of the boss fights are a little. Okay, we need to duck here.
Whoa. Who would make a weapon like that?
I don't know.
What crazy man? I just really like that he's standing there like, ow! Ow! Oh!
Why are you hitting me? You're still.
Ow! I'm confident though. Oh. This is gonna be different?
Yeah.
How early is this?
This is, I don't know. Well, actually, I can. This is an hour in.
Okay.
It took me about 5 hours to finish the game.
Okay, so relatively early.
You will be terminated shortly.
Out for the hexagons!
Oh! I got hit pretty hard there. Okay, this will actually be a little harder to dodge some of this stuff, because there's just more of it. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have gone that way, should have gone the other way. Now I'm almost dead. Now I'm dead. Damn it.
Oh, wait. I think I was looking at your health meter all wrong. You'll have to explain your meters. His health meter, easy peasy.
That's my health meter.
Okay.
It can only fill up to that point.
Got it. Okay.
The thing below it is energy, which is used for kind of special attacks, which I was not using a lot of there.
Okay. Can it only fill up that far because you haven't gotten all the upgrades?
Yes,
or something?
yeah, there are health
okay.
upgrades, so I only have 3 health maximum upgrades at this point.
Gotcha. I thought
and
you had
so on.
2 health meters. Thought that one was going to go down and you'd start taking down the other one. Well, that all makes sense now.
All right, so if I do more damage up front here, use my special attack, my option, I've got my hawk or falcon or eagle, or it's an eagle.
Okay. It's a birdie?
Bird. I got my bird attack. I should use it more. And I should be a little more on him. You can't skip the boss dialogue on repeated attempts, which is frustrating for the 2 or 3 boss fights that are in this game that are things you might play more than once. You might, you know, fail the first time.
Don't forget to use your special attacks. And your options.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
There it was.
Right. It's just a glow.
It's weird that that's happening because I feel like he never used that attack when I fought him last time, and I had to re-download the game, and I'm wondering if they patched in some...
Oh, interesting. Like you had a copy and then had to re-download it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oops.
They've made him, like, harder?
I don't know. Also, I've gotten a little more careless because, you know, by the end of the game, I have so much health that it's just not...
You can take the hits?
Yeah.
So you're recharging... Oh, is he sleepy?
No, that was energy coming out of him.
Did you recharge your bird again, or that's just on the timer?
It's
Oh, no.
Oh, damn it. I'm getting hit by this stuff because now I'm focused more on bird stuff. Okay, let's not attack him a lot here and really get this right so that we don't die.
Like this plan. Oh! Snuck one in! He snuck one in!
And now I'm almost dead. That's what I get.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it goes low that last time.
Oh, you have to duck it?
No, you have to stay in the air long enough to...
Got it. Gak, gak! Oh, he's
really
so
need to hit all
close! He's
those.
so close! You're not gonna make it.
Nope,
You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna
make it.
But a good valiant effort.
Damn it. This is funny.
Well, you take off a decent amount of damage. You almost had him. So close.
All right.
One more time. You got this.
Fine.
Do you get anything from beating a boss? Like,
I mean, it's the story progress. This is what you have to do to continue.
But
so,
do you like get
you
items?
you get abilities and stuff like that. It's funny because this is not that difficult of a fight, but here we are, recording it, and I'm dying over and over again.
I just want to keep making sure I get this dialogue. I want to
really feel it.
Dig into it.
You will be terminated.
Oh.
So I think I just never saw that weird attack that we were seeing the first couple of times because I was just doing better at killing him.
Just like taking off too much damage to get him.
Yeah, so he would just go right into the next phase before I even saw that attack, which is where we're at now.
Right.
Oh, I gotta stop jumping into that.
The hexagon one stinks.
I expected more from you.
Does your bird do a decent amount of damage?
It does. Oh. So I filled up the hit meter, which means I get, you know, kind of a damage bonus there for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Kind of worth it to take a little bit of damage, just to take some more off. Oh. Oops.
Oh man.
So you can only move with the analog stick, which I found to be mostly okay, but there's some moments of precision.
You gotta jump on this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's dead.
Okay.
Well done.
Sorry
All right.
about that. Okay.
So what is going on here? You move, you jump, you have... There you go.
Now I can reflect bullets with the default with this plasma. This is the only plasma we have right now. You get explosive, you get ice attacks with your sword. Unfortunately, I don't have a good late game save because as soon as you finish the game, it saves and says now you need to start over. So our only other option is to start over from the very beginning of the game.
But so, do you have directional control over your swings? Like
yeah, I can kind of go up at an angle here.
Okay.
If I hold up, it does a launcher. Also, the triangle button is devoted to launcher, which is really dumb because you never use this thing. Because look at how slow it comes out.
But it does pop them up.
Yeah, but most enemies die so quickly that you just run up against them and just smash on the button, and they're too busy dying to be launched in the air. You also have kunai. You have you know, ninja star type things, but I don't have those yet. You don't start with the double jump. You don't start even with you start with the slide, but it doesn't do damage at first.
Okay.
So that's one of the first things they do is like there are grates and stuff you need to smash through that you can't smash through. You got that little downward attack that smashes through.
Do you learn that?
Yeah, you have to learn that.
Oh, they're gonna teach you how to reflect the bullet. Is it timing based or can you kind of just?
It's timing based.
So.
Lost visual on the target. Loyal minions of Miguel. Remain vigilant. Time crisis requiring.
Man, you're supposed to be reflecting their bullets.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah. So you're getting energy, and that's your like quad damage mode or whatever.
no, well, yeah. So there's the meter that's filling up. You see over there on the left side, the circle that's filling up. That is your kind of damage mode. Damn it. Guys with shields, you just have to charge up and let off, and it'll kill their shields.
Shield.
There are guys that have like explosive shields, so you have to have switched to explosive damage to get it to work.
Is that a later thing?
Yeah.
So you've got attack and jump and launch. Those basically the face buttons.
The face, yeah, pretty much. It's a really bad security system. It's just like, oh, you blew up the guns. I guess we should just turn it off.
He's probably pretty good. Why bother?
But like, you're getting a lot of energy and you're getting a lot of health out of killing guys, or getting enough health out of killing guys usually.
Yeah, you can just plow through.
Yeah, there's no real incentive to like play well.
Oh jeez.
Let's see what's down. Okay, there's an upgrade down here that I don't have. Let's see if I can even get in this door yet. Oh, I cannot get through this door yet.
Do you remember what that is?
Yeah, it's you get the plasma catapult that lets you, when you're in the air, you can kind of hit R1 and do a little burst in a direction, and that's also the only way to get through those doors.
Okay. Does it tell you like come back later, or just?
It doesn't really need to. It'll say like, incorrect plasma type, but then also on the menu or on the map here, it shows you specifically like, hey, you know, that's an ultra cold gate. It's a magnetic gate. So, you know, you kind of see what you need.
Piece it together at that point.
Yeah.
So how much?
Here's a magnetic gate.
Oh.
Like that.
Blast. How much like what the hell's the name of the game now? I'm totally.
Shadow Complex?
Is it? Yeah. How much?
It is that kind of game.
Okay.
I don't think it's as good as Shadow Complex.
You
but
don't?
It is that kind of game.
Like, what are you not liking about it? Just like
it's really straightforward. The combat is a little easy. You know, there's stuff like so this is an eagle flight spot where we'll take it to basically another plane.
oh wow.
Like Goonies 2, it has a front and back style thing here. So we'll take it, and it only goes one place. Eventually, you get the Panther. Which you can use as an attack, just like you can use the bird as an attack.
Okay.
But it also is a traversal thing. But you know, the loading screen's a little deceptive. It'll say Panther runs let you fast travel around the world. Okay, we'll see this here. So this is where we're eventually trying to get to, but we have to take care of the gravitrons first.
Oh, the gravitron.
Yeah, the gravitrons. This is going to point us to the first gravitron. You remember the big ball and Strider that you kind of flip around, the gravity was all weird?
Yeah.
Those things.
Or frame rate not being so good on some of those gravitrons.
Yeah, yeah. Original Strider was not, it was a long time ago. But the Panther runs don't just bring up the map and say, which one do you want to teleport to? So there's no, like, good, like, quickly get around the world thing. It
like
just
not
takes
a
you to a
fast
set
travel.
position.
Okay.
It's not a real fast travel.
Yeah.
And so, you know, late in the game when I was like, oh, you know, I could go back and get these last things here. I'm like, no, how about instead I just don't? You know, I got 70% of the items when I finished the game. It was more than enough health to finish it. I don't know if we can see it here. I can't.
Is that an item to get up there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this little
Do you get
little
like
POW
a
thing.
wall run at some point?
No, but for, you know, they occasionally just arbitrarily prevent you from climbing up some walls to make it more difficult.
All right.
So I need the plasma catapult to get up there and get that.
Do you feel like you could do a run of this game in like a really short amount of time by just knowing where all the items are?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a trophy in here for beating it under 3 hours.
Oh, that's still a decent amount of time. I was thinking like 10-minute run or something.
I don't know about that. It's, you know, maybe you could break the
Didn't
sequence
Shadow Complex have like
hard enough. Yeah, there
like
was
5 minute.
Yeah, there's definitely a mode or a pathway through Shadow Complex that is insane.
Well, there have been a lot of Strider games. Where do you feel like this one falls?
There have not been that many Strider games.
All right, let's say there have been many Strider iterations.
Okay.
Okay, the same Strider game told many times. How do you think, as a Strider game, this? Because you said this is kind of a retelling. So
Yeah. It is more or less the actions and the events of the first game, Third Moon, all that sort of stuff. It's not, you know, it's not a complete retelling. It's not every single area and every single boss. So, you know, don't think it's necessarily just a
like verbatim.
Yeah, but they are definitely drawing inspiration from that original game.
It seems like an interesting mix of like the NES kind of adventure game and the arcade-ish Genesis action game.
Yeah, that is sort of one way to look at it. I mean, I don't know if I don't feel like they looked at the NES game for inspiration here. It's just by looking at games like Shadow Complex or those style of games, your Super Metroids,
or just
your
where like
Symphony of the Nights,
kind of action games had to go at some point.
Right?
Like,
Yeah. It needs to be more than just like, hey, just hold to the right and kill stuff. Though the boss fights are kind of that.
But I feel like it's what Nintendo looked at with home games and was like, we can't just have
we can't just have this 1 hour thing
of like, we're not trying to milk quarters out of people.
Right.
We need to have some progression here.
It's the real problem with Genesis Strider. If you really want to break it down.
You are very lost, stranger. Yes.
That's my favorite Strider character.
So it's like these characters don't look great up close, and a lot of the dialogue is real hokey.
What do
And
you know of Strider's prisoner?
just some of that stuff is real rough.
What message?
You will never enter
So like,
the tower, though. Not unless you
I found it to be pretty enjoyable. It's just one of those things that there's a better game here. With you know, if they had spent more time making the combat variety more meaningful, to where it's like, okay, you have to think a little bit when you fight, but like I said, most of those boss fights, like there's that fight with Solo where, you know, you're kind of learning a basic pattern, and some of the later fights are a little more like that. But by and large, you know, like a lot of the bosses from the original game, big centipede thing, big guy, you know, like stuff that it's not spoilery to talk about because it's on the trophies list. Like it's very much obvious that that's the game they're making. You can just kind of run up against it and just go like this, you know?
Oh, wow, that's a lot of sparks. Oh. And how's this exploration stuff not that satisfying?
It's really straightforward because, you know, it's like you see the map. You know, you kind of know where you're going. You know what doors you're going to need to take to get there. I found myself kind of exploring out of the way in a lot of cases because those little POW things, which are like concept art and other stuff like that that are not necessarily meaningful to the campaign, are found that way.
They're like tucked away a little bit.
And those don't show up on the map, so you know they kind of give you a reason to really crawl around and go everywhere. But you know they point you in the direction you kind of need to be going in. I keep trying to
plasma jump.
Yeah, you get way more maneuverable with that stuff.
When you're starting this game out, are there difficulty levels you can?
Yes,
select?
there are, and the hard setting. It's one of those things where they just kind of tweak the numbers, and it's not. It's not a. It doesn't necessarily require you to employ more strategy. Also, a lot of the stuff are, it's just. It's a 2D game, like dodging bullets, like you're only this maneuverable, It's like I can do that plasma catapult, which I don't have right now, and a few other things, and slide a little bit, but generally it's like they're shooting at you at a quantity that, like, you're gonna take hits.
Yeah.
So at some point you're like, I just need to stop the source of the things that are shooting me.
Right. Well, now you can reflect bullets.
Yes,
Put
which
those bullets back at people.
ended up not being that
useful. You don't just run. You can't just run forward mashing and.
No, you
Jedi Knight.
Yeah, because it also takes away some of your.
Oh, the energy.
Yeah, some of your energy, so you kind of can't do it forever.
Can you
now
duck?
I need to go here.
Can you duck without sliding?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can, okay.
Like that.
So do they basically have like forward high, forward low, and then diagonal on the bullets, or are they just bullets everywhere?
Yeah, it's kind of bullets everywhere. You'll get guys that have the equivalent of a spread gun at some point. It's just they're just sort of dumping at you. I need to go back the way I came.
How's the music overall?
It's pretty good. They are remixing a lot of the original stuff from the game and kind of giving it their own spin, and I think it's all decent.
Works for the most part.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, like playing this game surround sound, like the mix on it was real bad.
Like vocal stuff. Or?
Yeah. So like all the sword slashing and yeah,
Yeah.
and then speech in the cutscenes all only come out of the center channel
like
when I'm playing at
exclusively?
home, and it's just like the music's blaring out of the rear speakers,
Yeah.
and it just.
And for the most part, everything else that goes through that system.
Yeah,
sounds
exactly.
alright.
That's not a problem I have with any other.
Right.
So it's like that, It's just like, yeah,
It looks pretty cool.
it does, and it's like fairly satisfying, and the game's not really long enough to get you to a point where you're like bored with that. So I enjoyed my time with it.
Yeah, it looks fun.
It is fun, and I think people who like this style of game will have a good time with it. But at the same time, it's.
Well, I think, like you said,
I feel like it could be better.
Right, like if there's a better game somewhere hidden in here. The only thing that I'm not liking about the visual style is that smoke looks like it is part of a different visual treatment. It looks like it's got that real Wind Waker cartoony.
Yeah, right.
And it either makes me feel like, man, I wonder if this game would look a lot cooler with that.
Right, if they had used more of that.
Yeah. This is available on 360 and PS3 as well?
Yeah.
Have you seen those versions?
I have not. But there's nothing in this game that is so
you think would be
technically
troublesome?
amazing that I feel like it would be major trouble. There'd be probably some resolution differences and stuff like that, but.
Is this on PC at all?
Yes.
Everywhere fine video games are sold?
Yeah, everywhere you can get a video game that requires you to sit down in front of a device and not carry a device with you,
Yeah.
Strider is there.
Though it does seem like it would be, I don't know, when I'm playing this on a Vita.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh no! So you're just kind of making your way from waypoint to waypoint?
Yeah, and then this section's kind of a prison gauntlet where I have to kill everyone in an area for it to unlock the doors, and they give you this stuff a few times throughout. Do these doors not unlock? I have to. These ones do though. All right, which way you want to go? I went left last time I played the game, so let's go right this time. I bet it'll be identical.
Whoa, that's a crappy prison.
Ah! All right. Oops. These things bump you around even if you just barely make contact with them, even when they're retracting,
Like
which
they
is
have, like,
sort of frustrating.
very odd hitbox.
Yeah.
Is this a double helix?
Yes, it is. Amazon Prime
Amazon's
two-dayed
own.
this game to me, and
Bezos really likes Strider, man.
He does. He just liked it so much he had to.
Just make me Strider all the time. Oh, jeez. Is that a one hit kill? Oh,
yeah, but it's like a Zelda you fell off the world kind of thing.
Got it. Are there saves or checkpoints?
Yes, there are both. There are spots that'll say checkpoint, and then also whenever you get to one of those health recharge terminals, it is more or less saving.
A hard save.
Yeah. But you don't ever manually save.
Those come back, those little energy.
Yeah.
It's pretty fast with that sword.
Yeah, I'm hitting the button pretty fast over here.
Did you feel like you found a lot of the health stuff and energy stuff just by going through it, or did you have to seek it out?
There's some stuff I had to seek out, but like I said, it shows it on the map, so
yeah,
you know, you kind of look and go, is there anything around here that is something I need to concern myself with? And the answer is usually like, oh yeah, there's one little thing over here, or there's this obvious area that I could go to, so there's probably something there. And that's usually where the concept art and stuff like that. There's also costumes. I don't know if I have any on the save. No. They're also hidden. They're just color schemes.
Oh.
At least the ones that I got were just different color schemes. No real meaningful gameplay change.
Oh, like
just
you're not...
you want a yellow Strider? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do. You're not playing as Mega Man at some point.
Right. Maybe. I didn't. That was not... Maybe you unlock that.
Oh.
Who could say?
Giancarlo.
Strider expert.
Yeah, he probably knows. Consultant.
So it's a lot of stuff like this, where obviously you would want to go down, but I'm like, I bet if I go over this way, there will be something. And actually, I think in this case, this is actually the spot that I want to go to. I'm just sidestepping a lot of traps and such by just going that way right off the bat.
Did you start with those ceiling hooks?
Yes. Oh no, they're blocking our path.
Oh man.
We'd better spend a whole lot of time trying to solve this elaborate puzzle to remove each one of those things one at a time, huh?
You know, I don't know if that's necessary.
No, let me tell you, it is 100% necessary. If we want to get to the black marketer...
Oh man, what's the black marketer?
He's a guy, he runs a black market.
That's a good, he's chose a very good name.
If you were listening when we ran into the prisoner earlier, he told us all sorts of stuff about the black marketer and why we need him. Where is it actually sending me? Oh, okay, that's right.
What are you in? What is this? Like...
I'm in a city, and there's a, it's kind of a facility. Look at that. One down already.
One down.
And this door opened.
Oh, and all these guys come.
Hey, what's going on in here?
Those things don't time out or anything, do they?
No.
What's in that door?
I bet if I jump in this liquid, it'll be fine.
Yeah, you're okay. Whoa.
Nope.
Wait. At some point, it was not fun anymore.
No. And I think it was only letting me stand in there that long because I was charging the sword.
Oh.
Because normally it pops you a lot earlier than that. Let's try and reflect. Maybe we can't reflect rockets. I'm not sure. No.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. I don't know what that machine's supposed to be doing, but...
It's processing.
Doing it right. Whoa. Wait, that liquid looks alright.
That liquid is fine. But helicopter dudes are going to keep coming out of that hole as long as that's up there.
Oh, not anymore. You blocked it.
But I also made the water electric. Oh, what do we got down here? Oh,
Yeah.
great. Hello. Oh wait, I actually need to go across the top to
drop those things.
drop that
here.
other thing to get where I'm going.
When you're on the ceiling, could you be throwing out your knives or whatever
Yeah.
if you had them? That would seem helpful.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. They are the ranged attack is like super useful, and just because Strider is typically a sword guy,
Yeah.
I found myself not using it nearly as much as I should have been. Like once I kind of came around and went like, wait, like the whole final boss fight is like the final form of the final boss is just me just
Dumping knives on
dumping
them.
these things at him.
Are they take energy when
They
you throw
do,
them?
but the energy recharges pretty quickly, especially because I mean that is one of the upgrades is recharge time, energy recharge upgrades. So once I had all of those, so it was just it wasn't constant knives, but it was
Yeah.
like I'm gonna throw like 8 sets of things at you, and then after that I will back off 4 or 5 seconds and then shoot more.
And they're a decent. The power on them or the damage on them is pretty decent.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, because you find upgrades that will upgrade those with whatever equipped plasma you have. So,
Ooh.
like I said, right now I just have normal and reflect, but you get that explosive and ice and stuff like that. Oh, boom.
Oh jeez. What does that mean?
Beacon Run is like is one of the other. So there are other modes outside of the main game. There's a survival mode, which is kind of a wave-based thing, and then there's Beacon Run, which is sort of a time trial checkpoint race. Where it just kind of drops you into some part of the world with some subset of powers that they've predetermined, and then from there you decide. Or
Is it like a
you have
leaderboard
to-
or something?
Yeah, there's a leaderboard for it and stuff like that. So we've uncovered this thing, and then we've realized that we don't have the robot to get it yet, so now it's going to point us at the robot.
Robot.
Remember the little robot that would shoot out the stuff? It's over there, or it's in that direction.
In the sludge digestion chamber.
Uh-huh.
Oh jeez.
And then up here, there's all kinds of stuff, but we can't get there yet because well, actually, we have to go up there now. But all the way up there, there's some crazier stuff,
Enemies
if I remember right.
just respawn.
Yeah.
In each room.
Not immediately, so it's not like you walk out of the room, walk back in, they're all there again, but kind of you leave a room for a little bit, they all come back. That's a door we can't open without.
it's something. Some plasma. Uh-oh.
Sewer crab.
Gross.
So these guys I can actually flip up with the. It's one of the few cases where that launcher is useful.
Oh, is that like armored on the front or something?
Yeah, you flip them up into the air to knock the shell off. Or I could just charge attack.
Ah.
But normal attacks just bounce off.
So you're not getting anything but energy or
No,
health.
yeah,
from
there's no
these?
XP, so you don't really have a good reason to fight a lot of the time.
If you could just run past it.
Yeah. And like parts of the combat are kind of satisfying, so I sort of wish that like if it had some kind of proper XP system where you're incentivized to kill.
Or kill elegantly.
Yeah. That would be one way to go. Here's an that was a good example of bullets coming at you everywhere, every which way. Oh, I'm already full.
Uh-oh.
That's just
okay.
that's, stuck in the geometry. That's not too. I mean, I could stick to the ceiling there and do it the right way, but at some point it's just like you don't really need to.
Oh,
Oops, wrong way. Let's go. That? No, that's okay.
ugh. Sewer crab. Ah, sewer crab.
Damn it.
Sewer crab.
Sewer crab.
You had a projectile.
I know. I would totally take care of this. Is there a better way to go than this, or am I just?
And you can't make that one.
There we go. Okay.
You've got your health back pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This does not seem like too
No, it's really not.
complicated.
It's this.
Which, you know, to be fair, it's kind of what I remember from Strider.
Yeah, like Strider is kind of a a badass dude. Like just killing stuff.
Just had a wall of sword in front of him, and
Yeah.
or like any lips of sword, I should say.
I wish that in terms of like stuff the old Strider did that I wish this had is it doesn't have the same noise when you die. You've heard it has the little thing, but it doesn't go all cool like the other
Is that
game
anywhere
did.
in the game?
No. At least I don't think so. Okay, so we can't do anything here because we need option A before we can interact with those things.
Is that the robot?
Yeah. Oops.
Well, is there a boss guarding this robot?
Probably. But we might have like a few more steps to even go through before we get to the actual fight. We're not just gonna. I don't know that we're just gonna run right up on it and do it. But anyway, that's. I mean, how about we'll quit out here and look at the other stuff here. So there's these challenge modes. Peek and run and survival mode.
Okay.
So they're both time challenges basically. It's like how fast can you defeat these waves of enemies? How fast can you make it through these checkpoints?
And so you found these beacon runs are things you just find while you're playing?
Yeah.
Got it.
And so this is actually literally the area we were just in.
Yeah. Well, this is where you found that beacon, right?
I guess so, yeah.
When you slide through guys, do you become invincible?
Yeah, a little bit. It's not perfect against every single enemy, but oops.
Oh, jeez. Immersion Feral, Strider Sword.
Oops.
I never knew that's what his sword was imagined to look like. Weird.
His cipher?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That crazy handle.
Yeah. Oh, I have the plasma thing here in this one. So this is how the plasma works. Is so I can kind of double jump and then kind of hold down R1 and pick a direction to boost in, which because it gives you kind of a third jump in a lot of cases. It lets you kind of jump around some of the obstacles that you wouldn't be able to just jump past with a normal double jump, and it's handy. It's one of those things that is.
Wow.
It's not a huge game changer when you get it, but remove it and suddenly you're like, wait a minute, I'm not nearly as mobile as I.
Taking a lot longer.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like you went through a guy too.
Yes. And there will be upgrades for that let you basically, kind of add the plasma effect that you currently have equipped to your catapult and your kunai attacks. So, it's like, do they do explosive damage? Do they travel through guys? Like, what's going on? Basically.
Almost there. Oh. It's just... Yeah, B.
I got a B. B.
B. Let's see how you did.
And then for whatever reason, I have not achieved a leaderboard time, even though I just finished it. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it doesn't register until I quit out or something. But that's pretty much Strider. It's likable.
Yeah.
There's definitely some cool stuff in here, and it was a fun chunk of time. I think for $15, it's a good time. But it is one of those things where it's like, it's so close. Like, you know, if they had done more with the combat and either done like way more with the story or way less, either would work. But the dialogue's really corny, and that kind of gets in the way a little bit. But overall, I'd say I had a good time with it.
Yeah. Yeah, $15 for what you described, it sounds about right.
Yeah.
10 or 15 bucks.
Totally.
Like, not a lot of reason to go back into it once you're done.
No, now that I've finished it, like I'm not enough of an achievement or trophy guy anymore to really feel like, oh, if I go back and get all these items, and I didn't have so much fun with it. Like, Shadow Complex inspired that level of, no, I'm gonna see everything. You know, Symphony of the Night made you want to see all 101, you know, 105, 106% of the map.
You're not feeling it here.
But no, I'm not really feeling like I want to go back into it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a shot.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Thanks, Jeff.
For sure. Thanks, Vinny.